Which brings us to NBA MVP. And this falls under the category, hey, it doesn't have to make sense to me, but now you just got to kind of admit this is going to happen. Joel Embiid with another monster performance last night, and head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, his head coach, Doc Rivers, had this to say about the MVP race itself.
The MVP race is over. I'm really, like tonight, we couldn't make shots. We had guys making shots, with open shots. The man just scored half our points in the NBA game. And I'm biased, but the MVP race is over.
And what he's referring to is Joel Embiid last night in the Sixers, by the way, come from ahead, just completely hold on victory against the Boston Celtics, a 103-101 win. Embiid, 52 points, 13 boards, and 6 assists. 20 of 25 from the field, Kelley.
Yeah, it's not bad.
20 of 25 shooting from the field. The third game this season with 50 points and 10 boards. That's tied with Giannis for the most in the NBA. Second player in NBA history with 50 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 80% field goal percentage in a game. Wilt. That's Wilt Chamberlain, in case you're wondering which Wilt. He did it twice. First center with 3 50-point games in a season since Kareem back in 71-72. He was Lou Alcindor, to be exact, back then. And then the second game this season with more than half of the 76ers' points, as Doc just mentioned, the most by any players since James Harden did it in 2018, 2019, and Kobe did it in 2006, 2007. He's minus 600 now to win the MVP at BetMGM, minus 500 at DraftKings, minus 750 at Caesars. And then you see Jokic and Antetokounmpo. Jokic and Antetokounmpo are both from anywhere from plus 450 to plus 800 range. So again, this is, to me, it had made no sense why the sentiment went against Nikola Jokic. But I think I can sit here and say, given the outpouring of love at ESPN, specifically for Embiid, followed by that last night. By the way, coupled, Kelley, coupled with Jokic playing for the Nuggets and them gacking another game for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, Giannis had a triple-double. But it's Embiid's.
Are we convinced now?
Okay. I was having this conversation with Will last night, and we'll pick it up later. I think Joel Embiid will win. Do I think it's closer than what these odds indicate? Yes, I think it's closer than what these odds indicate.
I do too.
So, I don't know if I want to, I'll say 80% Joel Embiid.
80%.
I'm leaving a window open, though. We've brought this up so many times this year, but the reaction to one night in the NBA and how much it moves for a full season award. It's just bonkers. I get it. I think he's probably gonna win. I don't understand it, but I get that there's this Jokic hate out there and voter fatigue.
It really is. It really is hate disguised. Well, I guess termed fatigue.
Yes,
but that's what it feels like.
No, you're right though. It is hate because they just don't want to put him in the same class.
I know.
As those other guys.
We said it here on this show when we first started talking about this award. They don't want to make him Larry Joe Bird, Wilt, or Bill Russell, the only three players to win back-to-back-to-back.
And it's, like Joel Embiid, all three of these guys are deserved. They're all great players.
Great.
Joel Embiid, where that mid-range jumper has developed into one of the most dangerous weapons in the NBA, and it's coming from a guy who's 7 feet tall. He's awesome. Giannis Antetokounmpo is still the best player in the NBA, though, so it's one thing you're never going to be able to convince me otherwise of.
It's amazing how this market has changed. The other thing we brought up, do you believe, like Doc Rivers, that the MVP race, is your gut telling you that that's over, Drew, in the NBA?
No. Last night obviously was meaningful. And this is how stupid this has devolved into. PJ Tucker hits 3 threes in the last 3 minutes of the game, and Joel wins the MVP.
That's right.
What?
Yes.
It was that important for the Sixers as a team to get a win, to just give everybody the AOK. Now it's okay to vote for a Sixer. They just needed to beat the Celtics by 2 points in a game that the Celtics sat Williams and Jaylen Brown. Okay.
There's never been a more unspoken.
Pretty ridiculous, in my opinion. And
There's never been a more unspoken groupthink. Let's all not address that we're all going to all of a sudden go with this guy against this guy movement in anything for no particular reason.
Yeah, the way I would put this, and Drew, let me know if you agree. It's do I think Embiid's going to win? Yes, I think Embiid's going to win.
Yeah.
Are the odds accurate of what I really think they are? No, I think it's closer than what the odds indicate. Would I recommend betting on any of the other guys? No, I wouldn't.
You can't. No, not responsibly anyway at this point.
Yeah.
All right. One other.
If you want me to say something that's going to really annoy, I could say something that will really annoy people.
Oh, please.
If you don't already have if you don't already have a plus money position on the books at this point, shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame.
Like, this has gone back and forth so many times. You should be positive equity on the books in this market at this point if you're paying close attention. And I really think to Kelley summed it up very well. There is no way that there is this much certainty that Embiid's going to win.
Yeah.
In fact, I could give you half of the voting results correctly. Like, these people have voted, these 50 votes are in. Here you go. And you still are going to have a very tough time pricing this market. It is going to take down to at least 90% of the votes being counted to have any kind of consensus here. There are still going to be huge blocks that stick with Jokic. There are going to be huge blocks that vote Giannis. There are people, the Perkins of the world out there has already, kind of made his opinion known. He's going Giannis, and there are other people who have said the same thing. Mm-hmm. There's other people that have said the same thing, and so this is still going to be, come down to the second and third place votes and things like that. And I think Jokic could still take it. I think people have, cooled on Embiid enough, even with the losing of late, that they've changed their opinion. And I think that's the right choice, if I was a voter, is Jokic. The reason he's being dismissed in a lot of, will be off or third in a lot of ballots is because of, reasons that are immaterial to the voting on this award this year. So I find it all very, very ridiculous, to be honest.
Me too. That is our stated position as well.
But I'm going to make money on it. So I don't really care.
Yeah.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.